I'm doing really well. This is new for me, doing basketball due to COVID. We're in the studio this year. All right, your microphone is, so Trinity has the ball. And that was an errant shot. That was Peterson with the rebound. Ava Winterburn with a long three. She comes up short. Yeah, a little bit of an errant pass there. Yeah, relatively young team on the court for Goffstown.
Just checking with Dave here to see if my mic is back on or not. We're good. Okay.
I can hear you.
All right,
so
there we
you're
go.
Good.
I don't have the headset on tonight. Noelle Simmons with a mid-range, and that one's going to sink in as Goffstown gets on the board early here, taking a 2-0 lead. Trinity with the press breaker coming up the court. Maggie Sasso in the mismatch, and hook shot put up. That one's going to drop in after a couple bounces off the rim.
And that was by number 35, Tor.
This is going to be strong on the outside. They're going to call it travel.
Yeah.
So it seemed like to start the broadcast, Scott, my mic was not working. So apologize for that. We just had to work out the technical difficulties.
And it's a cheapy foul by Goffstown on number 22.
That's Noelle Simmons.
Noelle Simmons. And it's
the inbound here, she's guarding this heavy, and it looks like Goffstown's going to come out in a press tonight. And Trinity has some places to counter it. The pass out to Tour, and he misses.
You got to box
rebound
out on that one.
Grabbed. Spin move, and that's put up and
beautiful.
In. Really great fundamental play there on the inside from Trinity. That was number 11, Colby Ginta.
That was a really nice shot.
Peterson on the outside, she gets double teamed. The zone that they're running ends up double teaming people on the outside, so you could watch that as Peterson keeps her balance.
You got to have somebody flash through the paint.
Maggie Sasso tries to do that, but they're going to call the foul, the reach in on Trinity there. I couldn't catch the number of the player who committed the foul, but yeah, Trinity's zone here is going to end up doubling someone on the outside, so you got to understand if you're Goffstown that you're going to have some mismatches here and there, and you've got to take advantage of those. Ball taken up here for Trinity.
Yeah, so in the backcourt is number 1, Christina Ball, and number 3, Devin Booth.
That was a great inside play there from the Pioneers. And Goffstown already on a slump after hitting their first shot. Let's see what they can do here on offense. Strike back for the quick 4. Good hesitation move on the outside from Winterburn. That one's no good though. And another rebound here from Trinity.
And if that's on 22, they're in trouble.
No, they're calling that one on 13. That's Peterson. Full court press here from Goffstown once again. Seeing if they can apply a little bit of pressure, and that one's going to go back to Goffstown, as that's exactly what they did.
I think Goffstown has to figure out this zone right now. All they're doing is getting outside shots.
Yeah, and that's going to be what that is from Peterson. No good. Strong bats that one out, and
to be Trinity ball.
So it looked like Noelle Simmons had a chance to get that one, but she didn't go for it, thinking that Trinity touched it last, I think.
Goffstown's pressing.
They're gonna call something on Trinity there. I didn't catch what that was from the ref there.
Hey, look to attack the gaps here.
See, again, you got to flash somebody in the paint, or if they have a dribble penetration. And so far, Goffstown's just content hitting these three-pointers.
Quick move made there by Maggie Sasso to put in the quick shot from inside. And the passes are going to break the press here for the Pioneers. Peterson, great defense, though, running with her defensive.
Long three.
There. No good. Winterburn and
Foul.
Tour, we're going to go up for that one.
Yeah, so Tor got the rebound and then got hacked.
Yeah. That's going to be a good matchup to watch down low, especially on the defensive paint for Goffstown. Winterburn standing at 6'1". I don't have Tour's height listed, but it's probably right up there,
if
around
not
the 6'1",
taller. Yeah.
6'2" range, probably.
But Goffstown already has 3 fouls.
Yeah. If you're Coach Largy, you want to get those new faces in, and that's what they're going to do. I believe they put Ava Vaughn out there early, so they're gonna have those players who come in. Obviously, they don't have any fouls yet, but they also want to get. You have these players wearing masks, and there's the opportunity that they get winded really quick. So Simmons is going to run with her and pull down the rebound. That was a great defensive play there from Simmons. But with these players wearing masks, you don't want your players to get winded. Step back jumper from Winterburn.
Wow.
What a play from, wow. That was a great outside play there from Winterburn. She looked like James Harden there with the step back three. Outside three from Tour, no good. That one bounces off the front of the rim. Winterburn looking to take this coast to coast. That's what she's gonna do. She's gonna draw some contact. They don't call that one a foul though.
So we got a tie score with under 4 minutes to play in the first.
Looked like Trinity wanted to slow it down here, and that's what they're going to do. But
Steal.
Simmons is going to get the steal there. And coming down the court, that's Sasso. She makes the spin move.
Yeah, but she was wild on that.
Simmons making some contact on the outside with her defensive. I'm blanking on the word. Her defensive assignment. That's what I was saying. And looking to force a turnover here as Goffstown, as Tour gets almost a free walk to the paint. Vaughn passes off to Sasso, who's going to take this one up.
Yeah, it looked like, Tor did a good job, breaking free there, but just couldn't put it in the hoop.
Yeah. Winterburn, hook shot, that's got to be a foul. Yep,
yeah, so that's on Tor.
It's going to be on Tour. Looked like Winterburn, she may not have the size advantage here, which you don't hear all that often, but she definitely moves quicker than Tour. So she got past Tour and the other defender that was on her, ended up drawing contact because Tour had to work back to her. First one good for Winterburn there, and that's what Winterburn does so well. She can score at just about every level, and she can hit from those mid-ranges
So
too.
Lily Green in the game, as well as Laura Gamelin for Trinity.
Looked like Ava Ruggiero checked in too from the other side, coming off the bleachers rather than the bench. Full court press still active for Goffstown, and that one's going to be picked off by Sasso. She takes it to the hoop, and they're going to call that one.
That's just good. That's a good block.
Yep. That was. I really love the ball movement there. Sasso getting the steal and then giving it off to Ruggiero, and Ruggiero back to Sasso and made a play happen. Vaughn on the outside. She steps in through the baseline. That one goes off the front of the rim. And Green outside, Sasso. Sasso picks up her dribble. Back outside to Vaughn.
Yeah, you got 2 people in the middle
same
of the
spot.
paint. Yeah.
This one should have gone back out to Ruggiero, but they're going to call that a double dribble. Yeah, it looked like you got the double team as she picked up her dribble. So it probably should have gone back out to the top of the key there to Ruggiero, but instead she picked up her dribble and put her right back down. So taking this one up is Devin Booth from Trinity.
And Goffstown is playing pretty much a good pressure defense at this point, which I like. And that's going to be a turnover by the Pioneers.
Seen a couple of those errant turnovers already from Trinity, and it's just not benefiting them one bit. That's something that you never want to see from a team as like a coaching standpoint. But I think their coach needs to step in and say, get safer with the ball here and stop making these offensive fouls or these offensive violations, and try and just take a breath and dribble through. And let's see what Goffstown can do on offense. Winterburn another three.
Yeah,
that one no good.
I don't like that
Ruggiero
shot.
with a great play down on the low post, though, pulling in the rebound. Sasso, Euro step in, and that one's going to be good. Incredible play there by Sasso, getting her way to the basket. It's going to be a 4-point Goffstown lead, as it looks like the Pioneers are going to take a timeout here, Scott. Watch this play, getting to the inside. Sasso, hop step, beautiful.
Yeah.
That's textbook right there.
Well, that's what you're going to have to do against Trinity. When you're looking at their zone defense, either have to dribble penetrate, which Sasso just did, or you got to flash players through the paint.
Yeah.
And then try to play some more inside-outside ball. But one of the things that I'm not too fond of is just these some of these threes. You know, just chucking up three. If you're wide open, it's one thing, but I think you want to try to make a couple of passes before
I
you do
did
that.
love that step-back move that Winterburn pulled out of her bag there. It worked perfectly, and especially when you've got the length that Winterburn does, her step-back is like 2 step-backs for another player.
So not a ton of height on the court now for Trinity. You know, when you lose Torres, I don't think Torres on the court.
Green all alone on the low post on defense,
And
and
what do we got that? That's going to be a turnover by the Pioneers. It's like you were talking about before. It's all about protecting the ball, make sure you don't turn the ball over. And right now, I'd say for the last 5 minutes, actually not, 4 minutes or so, Trinity has not done a good job, you know, holding on to the ball. There's been a ton of turnovers, so they got to straighten that out.
It's really about the diligence here for Trinity. That one's put up by Vaughn, no good though. Threw her back on the floor, and they're gonna put her on an island essentially.
Well, that's to be another turnover. Oh no, she was able to save it. That was number 3, Devin Booth.
Green
nice
down
pass.
low.
Beautiful.
Green, and it looks like Bracy on the sideline wanted a charging foul, but it didn't look like Green
had
had it.
Steal by the Pioneers and a foul. So that's like, who was that? That was number 21 for Goffstown, Ava Vaughn.
Yeah.
So I got to tell you, you know, I kind of call it as I see it. I think Vaughn took not the greatest shot, and she turned the ball over, then she fouled.
Yep.
You know, so it's like she's got to just kind of calm down a little bit, just play within yourself.
I do like that foul though, because it would have been 2-on-1 for Trinity. And
Beautiful pass inside and count it. So I tell you, big turn of events here in the last 35, 40 seconds of play. What a beautiful pass into Tor.
And that's a foul there from Winterburn.
Yep.
But the thing is, Ava Vaughn's foul that we were just talking about, as the and one opportunity goes.
We got a stoppage here by the official.
There was a substitution, but that foul stops Trinity on a fast break opportunity, and I mean, it gives you an opportunity to set up your defense, but you got to set up your defense correctly if you're Goffstown. So that didn't work.
So you just they went on what, a 5-0 run there?
Essentially.
Yeah. And now it looks like they're
Simmons
pressing.
getting by her
Let's
double
see.
team, and she sinks that one. That's a great play there from Noelle Simmons, the junior.
It's a good play because it went in, but she had 3 defenders on her, and just saying.
That should be a turnover.
Goffstown ball, yeah.
So Simmons going to take this one up. And this backcourt for Goffstown, Simmons and Ruggiero, we were talking about lack of height earlier on Trinity. This backcourt for Goffstown is lacking height.
So call me crazy, right? But I got Ava Winterburn at 6'1", and she likes to play outside on the 3-point line. How come?
Because she's a scorer.
I understand that, but she's got tremendous height. Like, why? And she's not slashing. She's just staying out on the corners. I don't know. That's just seems odd, but.
Well, Scott, when you have a volume scorer like Ava Winterburn, you want to try and get her the opportunity where she's going to be able to get the most points. And if she can hit those 3-point shots, and I'm a coach and I understand that, then I'll let her take those 3-point shots. That shot put up by Simmons, and Simmons going to come down with her own rebound and put up the layup.
Yeah,
no good, though.
She had a little off balance there. It's a sloppy ball, I think, in this first. No doubt. And what do we got going on here? Nothing. They're just going to play for the last shot with 10 seconds to go.
Smart play here from Trinity to slow this one down. Sasso going to take it up the court. She's going to get one last opportunity at it.
Oh, she better. Would she double dribble? What happened?
I don't know what they're calling that one. We can't see it on the camera here, so we'll call it when we figure out what happens here.
I thought she potentially double dribbled.
If we could see a replay, I think that would clarify it here, but we'll let the last play turn out. They're going to give it to her down low, who's guarded by Green, and she doesn't get that one up. Good effort by Green there. She didn't even go up to block the shot, but she made enough of a disruption down low to stop that one. I don't think we're going to see a replay there, but
so so we're done with the first, and I have to. We had a special visitor in the Goffstown Village the other day, and we just want to kind of maybe Dave Steffen, if you could bring up our visitor. Yeah. So the famous bench, you know. So we talk about these the Bernie Sanders memes. They're going crazy. This was one. You know, for those folks in Goffstown, just the backstory is that bench. It's kind of like a.
It's never been the right direction.
It's not, well, yeah, people move it, you know, facing the street, back to the, you know, to the building there, and it's a very famous landmark in Goffstown on Main Street. So thank you, Bernie, for stopping by. Yeah. Oh, look at that. He's also in the audience. Yeah, he's here for seniors night too. A senior for seniors night, you know.
You know those? Did you hear the story behind those gloves, Scott?
Yeah, I did.
They're recycled material made by a second-grade teacher in Vermont,
and
which is the most Bernie thing ever, in my eyes.
So we're here we're starting the second, and Goffstown leads by 1, and by all accounts, you know, the game is indicative of a third game of the season in a COVID situation, because it's been a bit sloppy.
Ruggiero down to Green, and she's going to get that ball stripped.
Yeah, and another turnover.
And
a foul.
Yeah, they are going to call that a travel. I was going to say that should be a travel because she got up to her knees and like kind of moved too.
Yeah.
And there he is again.
He's everywhere, this Bernie guy.
Well, Simmons going to take this one up for Goffstown. She picks up her dribble a little early.
Yep, I would agree. There you go.
Ruggiero down to Simmons. Simmons got a tour on her, but they're going to call that one a shooting foul, I think. No?
What are they calling on that?
A travel, possibly? I'm not sure.
It looked like a block.
We can't see that. We can't see that back referee, so
yeah.
That poses a problem.
Yeah, for folks who are watching this streaming, recognize that we are in a studio due to COVID precautions.
Yeah, the only GTV employee in the gym is a robotic camera. So we have no control over seeing the exact same image that you're seeing. So Sasso taking this one up for Goffstown. She's going to pick her dribble up a little early as well. She's gonna get called for a travel there. If you're coming up the floor for the Grizzlies, you can't get stalled out by this defense of Trinity and pick up your dribble immediately. Because that's what it looked like.
Right now they're struggling in terms of passing lanes, and they're all just kind of staying around the periphery.
Ruggiero switches on to Tour. That's going to be a mismatch down low, but it doesn't matter.
Good rebound.
Sasso pulls it down. And we were talking a little bit before the game. Sasso is about 5'8". That's what she's listed as. And she's playing a guard position. That is some size on a guard position, especially in girls basketball. So she looks to create some mismatches from her position, as well as just be a great player.
Another turnover.
Turnover here for Goffstown, and that one no good on the fast break.
And a foul.
They're going to call a travel because she fell down and slid on her knees, essentially. So we see the same situation happen twice in the matter of minutes here.
Yeah, this one's
outside jumper. That
Beautiful.
one goes.
Who was that?
I believe that was number 1.
Number 1?
That's Christina Bowl.
And I think Coach calling timeout here. This has just been rough to watch.
I wonder if Christina has any relation to Bowl or Manute Bowl.
No.
I really doubt it.
No. How tall was he? Like 7'7"?
7'7". His
Yeah.
son is in his son Bowl
Okay.
is in the NBA now. I believe he's 7. He's like 7'4", 7'5", somewhere around there. I believe. Him, you know what? Muggsy Bogues and Manute Bowl, that picture is
Yeah.
a great picture.
Yeah.
Where there's like 6 basketballs in difference of size between them.
So a 14-13 lead for the Trinity Pioneers. Goffstown's called a timeout, and really, I think this, so far in this game, it's just really been sloppy ball handling. I'd say by both teams, and
Yeah. On top of that, it's been sloppy passing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, right.
And like, I wouldn't put it to this extent as much as the others, but there's the possibility of sloppy coaching as well, as Goffstown's offense really hasn't been getting rolling just yet, and I don't know if this is player-wise, but they haven't really been able to break this zone from Trinity and get points
I would
on the
agree.
board.
Oh, it's another one.
Yep.
So it's like coming right out of a timeout.
Yep. Ginta's going to take this one up. Winterburn on her, and
That's a nice
Sasso on
screen.
tour. So you know where they're going to go.
And she throws it away.
I think she started to fall there.
Yeah, but-
I don't know if that was a result of what Sasso did right about here.
It's
Maybe.
hard to say. I mean, she got pushed a little bit.
But she got pushed in the opposite direction
Yeah.
of where she fell, so interesting. Looks like the ball had already been taken up, and
Hey, guards.
it'll be...
What, just my observations. I just don't see a ton of movement. So it's like no one's really moving.
Well, Scott, Ava Winterburn is starting at the high post now. There
Yeah.
she sets a screen for
And I'm,
Sasso to hit
and
that
and I'm
three.
okay with that one. That was a good high screen, and she was open for the 3 and sunk it. But other than that, you got to move without the ball.
So the minute I start criticizing Coach Largy, he sets up a nice play.
Yeah.
So got to give him kudos. And again, we can't see that back judge. They love stepping out of frame
Yeah.
when they start calling fouls. So we don't see him there, but it's going to put Trinity in the bonus. So it'll be 1-1 here, I believe.
And it's like Molly Strong is coming in.
I'm going to guess Strong is going to come in for green, as that one doesn't go. Where they're going to leave
it's
it
off on
as Trinity's
Goffstown.
ball. So Strong will come in for Foreman,
Yep.
who I didn't even see was on the court at the time.
Good pass.
Pass, not there though.
Yeah. It was a good look. I just don't think that the Trinity player
Was ready to
was
receive
ready.
it.
Yeah. So I don't know if he's watching this, but I do want to shout out to a friend of mine, Sean Holleran. His daughter is on this Trinity team. So Sean, if you're watching the broadcast, I want to say hello, wish you and the family all the best. I haven't talked to you in a while.
Also, would love to give a huge shout out to Caleb Brown, the voice of Grizzlies basketball. Cannot be here as we're trying to limit the spread of COVID-19 and only having employees here. So, Caleb, if you're at home watching and probably yelling at your TV how you'd call this game, we'd like to thank you.
And a nice bucket. Who's that, Ginta?
I'm not sure, I didn't catch that one.
That's a nice job.
Keep attacking. Hey, stand up.
I don't know if they counted it because they took the inbound from a weird spot. I believe the ball was dead before she shot the ball.
You got to get
Ashley
some
Pinard
movement.
here, trying to generate some movement.
Yeah, but it's just,
Winterburn from the outside. and
I'm
that's,
sorry, but it's like, if that's your offense, it's just, chucking threes. I don't know. If you can make them, I guess, but nice drive.
Great drive, but doesn't capitalize there as Ruggieri's taking this one up, and
Oh, yeah,
that's a
She got
rough
bailed out
foul.
on that.
Yeah,
She got bailed out. She's out of control.
she was moving fast down that court, and then number 3, Devin Booth,
Yep.
there
Pushed her
came and
from behind, yeah. It was called late. I think she got pushed from behind. That's why
Yeah.
she was out of control.
She'll attempt 2 here, as I believe they're going to say that was in the act of shooting. That one goes.
Nice free throw. Nice touch.
Ruggerio's got a good shooting motion.
Yeah, look at her form. She's got great form.
And I watched her last year. I believe she played a lot of JV ball. She was one of those shooters, and she could put up a shot from
just by the way,
anywhere.
you know, like I said, her form is awesome.
Quick move there by, wow.
That was awesome.
What a play by Booth, and she just slips right inside
That's the
of
play of the
Goffstown
game right
defense.
here.
Watch this
Look
one.
at this.
Right by Pinard,
Thank
right
you.
under Strong, and
Awesome.
bang.
That was great.
And now she's on the line for a 3-point play.
Well,
And that one goes.
That'll put that in her personal highlight reel.
Yeah, that was a great piece of movement there from Booth. Pinard trying to switch courts there. Picked up the dribble is Ruggerio, but they're not going to call that. They're going to say she didn't have possession.
What are you doing? You don't. If it gets tipped back, you don't have to worry about backcourt.
Winterburn tries to make the hesitation play. Sasso instead driving down the baseline. Back up to Ruggerio.
That's what I like. There you go. Like the inside-outside is a good play.
And she's going to get fouled there.
Thank you. Right. So that's what I'm talking about. If you can pass it inside, then the defender has to collapse, and then you can dish it back out again.
Yeah, see, if you're going to put your hands up like that on defense, if you're Trinity, you either got to pick if you're staying down on the floor or going up on the block, because she had one leg up and one leg down, and that just turns into a blocking foul
First
really
shot's
quickly.
a miss. Christina Ball comes in the game.
Sasso hits her second one.
Sasso's a true freshman.
I believe she's actually a redshirt. No, I'm kidding. There's
Red
only
shirt,
true
right? Yeah.
freshmen in high school, Scott.
I know. I say
They're going to
these
call
things.
the foul on that one. I'm not sure about that. Calling it on Pinard, I think that's the wrong call. Look at this. Let's take a look at this one. I think she got mostly ball. I think you can call that on Strong or Winterburn, possibly.
Yeah,
But
and if you
it
look
looked
at-
like it looked like Pinard got mostly ball there, if not all ball.
Well, Tor hasn't exactly demonstrated the ability to hit her free throws consistently, so it's not an awful foul.
Yeah, she went 2 for 2 and then 0 for 2. So
Yeah.
this time she'll go 1 for 2.
Yeah. Gotta watch picking up your dribble too quickly if you're
And
Goffstown.
she takes it almost near half court. Winterburn, all by herself, she makes a move and hits the
pretty.
The mid-range shot.
That was pretty.
Just about every shot on this court comes so effortlessly for Ava Winterburn. It's incredible.
She's long too. You know,
Yeah.
she's got a.
She's got a great skill set and she's got great physical attributes. And she's just a basketball player.
Yeah. And watch out. You don't want Tor sneaking behind you, getting an easy bucket.
Yeah.
So if you're Goffstown, see on that one. See, I think Winterburn is coming over a little bit too early on the help.
Yeah.
Leaving Tor wide open underneath the basket. So you got to be careful there. Just stay. See if she does it again.
Yep.
And you're leaving, and
Yeah.
Strong is not rotating back quickly enough.
Strong does pull back there, but I'm still not 100% sure of Strong's capabilities on tour. If she's coming back a step and a half late.
Yeah. But I think that Winterburn is committing way too early to cover that dribble penetration.
Winterburn all alone. That one
Good shot though.
in and
Just
out.
didn't go in.
They're not going to call that one a
Good
kickball.
hustle.
That was.
That was Lily Green on the court.
I think that probably could have been a kickball violation against Goffstown.
Long three. No
Sent
good.
up, no good. Winterburn comes down with that, and it's smacked out of her hands, off the head of Ruggerio. Sasso down to Winterburn. Winterburn.
Love it.
Wow.
Love it.
Mm-hmm.
I think that is her best part of her game, myself. I know she can hit the three, but she's unstoppable right here, okay?
Yeah,
Short.
takes the dribble.
Yep. Look how
just-
much elevation she gets.
So, on top of her already being 6'1", on top of
can
her
jump.
already being able to put up a shot, she can jump
That's
and
what I'm
she can
saying.
just put up a simple shot.
Right. My point is that that's why I'm not the biggest fan of her being like way out in the three-point wing.
Well,
because I just think that she can, if she's down low or even closely around the rim, she can get rebounds for you. You can't, a 6'1" player who has long arms, it's not getting you rebounds.
You know who I see her a lot as is I'm going to compare her to an NBA player, Kevin Durant. She plays a lot like Kevin Durant does on the court, where Kevin Durant is 7 foot without shoes on, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, so let's
But
see.
he can hit a 3. So she's a pure scorer who has the physical attributes of a good center. So you kind of have to honor that if you're a coach, whether that's defensively opposing her or offensively coaching her. So we'll see what this shot does. No good, as Winterburn is going to come down with the rebound.
Communicate. There's all 3 Grizzlies all going for the ball, which is good, but just communicate.
So going back to Winterburn, she just took this ball up, and I think that's why any coach should trust her from the three-point line. Is her mobility is very good too, because when you see these players with a lot of length, their mobility problems start to rise. But she can drive, she can make a dribble move and stuff like that.
3-pointer, in and out.
She can take it coast to coast, and she's 6'1" and can hit any shot on the floor.
Now you got Tor, who's playing up.
That was a great inside pass, and it's going to lead to a foul. But I really like that inside pass from Tor, especially when you've got the mismatch
I do too,
on height.
and I think that's another. I like the play by Trinity because they put their height, in the backcourt.
That's going to be a travel before she can put up the good shot. Did take a couple too many steps there.
The Goffstown has now gone on a little bit of a run, and now Trinity is having problems putting in the bucket.
Sasso behind the back, and she gets blocked by Tor.
Beautiful job by Tor.
Yeah, great makeup defense
and now,
there.
On the side of a nice pass.
And that's going to be an air ball, though, as Ruggiero comes down with the rebound. Up to Sasso, and Sasso can't haul that one in.
Yeah. I think she had a breakaway layup right there if she gets her
She needs to consult with her brother there. He's got some sure hands on the football field. Maybe she can pull that one in next time. He also, I would say he's got those gloves, but I don't think Will Sasso wears gloves, so maybe he could.
So here we go again with Tor on the outside, and we got an offensive foul.
I believe they're going to call that one an illegal screen from Booth.
So 1:04 left in the first half. Goffstown leads by 5 points, 23-18. And Goffstown's played much, much better over the last 4 to 5 minutes. In terms of their passing, that's a wide open shot. You got to take that one.
Doesn't go.
Doesn't go, but it was a good shot to take. Here's another 3, and that's in there.
Bang, from Ruggiero. And I told you, her form, real good. She can hit those shots real good. So Ginta's going to come in.
Peterson has a good jump shot too. And
yeah.
on that one, she was wide open. You take those.
Look at the teammate help there from Lily Green. She gives her the quick little underhand pass, and then puts her arm out and stops 2 defenders.
So that was Ruggiero with that?
Yeah, Ruggiero hit that shot, but Green with the assist.
I loved her follow through.
Yeah.
You see her flick of the wrist?
Yeah.
I mean, textbook.
That shot no good for Trinity there. Winterburn comes down with it, and Booth is going to try. And she does.
See, the problem with Winterburn is you don't put the ball at your waist, okay?
No, it's just if she put it any higher, nobody else would be able to get it, Scott.
So all she has to do is put the ball over her head.
Great hesitation move. That one doesn't capitalize, though. That was a great move on the outside and down the baseline.
See if Goffstown just takes it just one possession here.
Dribble it around, essentially. Winterburn looking to make a cut.
What was that?
It looked like she got tripped up.
And now you got a foul, so now it's 1-1. So
They're going to call it on Winterburn. They're calling that one on Winterburn.
But Winterburn went in wild on that,
Yeah. So.
That's a ticky-tack. That was ticky-tack.
It was called by a ref who couldn't even see the ball. So I'm not sure about that call.
That one looked a little ticky-tack. And Trinity has not had a good time at the foul line.
That's Ginta at the line, and according to our box score, Ginta last game against the Grizzlies, she dropped 23 points.
Yeah, she played a great game, and she makes the second free throw. There's 15 seconds left here. Goffstown leads by 7, so you just chew up some clock, and then
Sasso trying to get a couple points.
Beautiful move.
And wow, she finishes it off beautifully.
That's the highlight reel.
Wow.
No fouls. And that'll do it.
That was an incredible play by
Yeah, this
Sasso.
is
Watch
another
this one.
highlight reel. Look at that crossover.
Oop, there go her ankles, and there goes 2 points for the Grizzlies.
Wow.
As that one's going to lead us into the halftime break with Goffstown leading by 9, 28-19. And we'll see you guys after the half.
All righty. All right, we're back here for second half action as Goffstown leads the Trinity Pioneers by a score of 28-19. And Trinity will inbounds the ball. And pretty good performance by the Grizzlies in that latter part of the first half. Nice block by Winterburn. Simmons brings it up. Nice crossover and a foul. Nice job by Winterburn. And she'll go to the line shooting 2. And she misses the front end of that one. And makes her second. And she had, quite a first half, Broden. Her and Maggie Sasso led the Goffstown scoring attack in that first half. And with that free throw, she extends Goffstown's lead by 10, but a quick bucket there by Tor.
Yeah, we talked about in our first broadcast here, our first home broadcast for the Grizzlies, we talked about how this young duo of Winterburn and Sasso, they could be really good in the near future, as that one just misses from Peterson there.
Great.
But she recovers on the other end,
Yeah.
and Sasso's going to take this one back up. Crossover on the outside. Simmons with a shot of her own, no good. Tour comes down with that one. Taking this one up, I believe that's Ginta on the other side there.
And Ginta, too, had a very strong first half. Nice pass to the wing.
All alone out there. That's 15. That's
Laura Gamelin.
Yep.
And it looks like they're playing more or less a zone defense that Pioneers are.
Good pass there from Sasso outside and back outside to Peterson.
Peterson has just not
Grabbing
been,
her own rebound. And
she's just been cold. I mean, really cold
I don't know
tonight. I don't think she's
she's not hitting the same shots she normally
She hasn't
would.
had any points, and ordinarily, she can hit the three, but
She's a very good role player for
yeah.
Goffstown, though. She's a great defensive player. She can get a rebound here and there, and by here and there, I mean quite often. So let's see if she can have a better second half than she did at first.
yeah, I mean she's getting good looks, Broden.
Yeah.
But she just hasn't been able to convert. And that was a
Free throw
wild
line.
shot. And I'll tell you, I think Coach Largy's got to be a little bit careful here because right now they're not in a good groove.
This lead is starting to slip away from the Grizzlies.
Well, you're just up by 10, and now it's 6. So. And that
Right
was
by him,
Ginta,
that's Ginta.
and Ginta's a stud. Great player.
She just went by 3
Yep.
girls.
Yeah, it was just a great play.
Winterburn, she's looking to drive in, rather take a
I'm not loving that
mid-range
shot. There's nobody underneath. So this is just, this is now here we call the hot and cold moments. And good pass and
Essentially a pass down low to Tour there.
I think you're going to call a timeout if you're Coach Largy,
Yeah.
because this is you just had an 8-0 run by the Trinity Pioneers, and really what you're seeing here was not the greatest defense, because you're collapsing on one. Everybody's collapsing on one player, leaving for wide open jump shots by the Pioneers on one end. Then on the offensive side of the ball, it's kind of wild, and it's called wild and then chuck the ball with nobody underneath. And that's one of the problems I have when I mentioned this before, is that you got to have players, like when you're playing this type of offense, you're so susceptible. You don't get offensive rebounds because everybody's playing on the perimeter.
And look at Ginta there on that play.
Yeah.
She made a really great offensive play. And I hope that one wasn't counted for 3. Oh, no, it was an air ball.
Yeah.
Either way, he was a step and a half inside the line there. Both teams breaking their huddle here, coming out of the timeout.
I was told that the boys were trailing by 6 at the half.
Boys could drop 2 in their series against Trinity.
Trinity has
depending.
a good team, and this girls team, which Goffstown beat kind of handily, right? They're now playing much tougher.
Well, when you see, oh my goodness,
Yeah.
what a play
well,
by
when
Tour.
you have a 5-4 guard going up against a 6'2 center. I mean, that's kind of what happens.
And that's what
there goes
happens
Ginta.
when a defensive breakdown happens as well.
And this
So,
game is all tied up here, folks. So they've gone on, what, a 10-0 run. And that's an errant pass.
Peterson looking to get down there to stop it. But,
Goffstown got lucky because Trinity got sloppy.
yep.
So I think you got to put the right combination of players on the court. If a lot of times you can't keep calling timeouts to calm your players down.
Yeah.
But what you can do is on substitutions, you can bring in players who are going to hold on to the ball a little better and be smarter with the ball.
Yeah.
And I think right now it's early in the season, and Coach Largy's trying to figure out his combinations.
Mm-hmm.
So again, you see that there's no movement. No, there is absolutely no movement. Just all perimeter. No one's setting a screen.
Winterburn outside to Ruggiero.
But there's nothing there. It's like,
Peterson get that pass outside to Sasso, makes a hesitation move, and that one no good, and off the hands of Winterburn.
Yeah, that would have been a relatively easy layup if he came up with the ball.
And no good.
And a foul on Goffstown. And that looks like it's Winterburn, I think.
No, they said 1-3.
Is there a... That's Peterson?
Peterson?
Is she even in the game?
I'm not sure. Speaking of Peterson, this is technically Goffstown's senior night, and Peterson and Molly Strong, the only two seniors on this team. So, little shout out to them on their senior night. Sasso looking to take this one up though. Winterburn driving, and she gets that one.
That's her. Okay, that is her game. I keep saying it. She's more the slasher, medium range jump shot.
Yeah.
And what I like about on the other side of the ball with Ginta,
oh.
and unfortunately, as I say her name and praise her, she turns the ball over, which is uncharacteristic. What I like about her is that she drives the lane, and then she passes out to as Goffstown's collapsing. They're getting that dribble penetration. Goffstown needs to kind of do the same thing, and they did do some of that, Broden, in that first half, towards the end.
Well, let's see who can stay hotter for longer here.
That's exactly
between these two teams. Ruggiero way out there, looking to see what she can set up. Back out to Sasso. Sasso looking to make a move. She does, puts that one up, and it goes. Great, difficult shot there made by Maggie Sasso.
Bro, she's a freshman.
Freshman.
Yeah, I mean, she's had some, that's like her second, like, really good blood.
Yeah.
On a dribble penetration.
You're good there. You're good there.
Pioneers, that one's outside for Tour. Not going to go, though.
And it's a foul
And
over the back.
Call, yep.
Number 11, I think, on the push.
Yeah, that was Ginta.
Colby Ginta, yeah. And she's got to be careful. I think that's like her third foul, I think. So she's got to be... She's by far their best player.
She's their scorer.
Right, and I think you got to just, if you're Colby, you want to play aggressive, but just be careful. And so they're putting like Tor in the middle of this zone.
Ruggiero making a couple pivots. Can't get much out of it. And back outside to Winterburn. Makes a hesitation and that step back.
I don't like it.
But Sasso comes up with it, and Winterburn puts up a mid-range.
Better shot.
No good.
Yep.
Sasso on the outside all by herself. That one goes.
Sasso is crushing it today.
Sasso's playing a great game, and
I think Sasso's probably got like 17 points here. I mean,
yeah.
We don't.
Also, here's your reminder that Maggie Sasso is a freshman.
Yeah.
With 17
plus
points.
So that was number 20, Lily Green. But a really beautiful job by Joel Tor. That's a tough foul, I think.
Yeah.
Like, what do you
There's
think?
not much you can do.
No, I know that, but were her arms moving forward? I don't know if we could see a replay on that one. I don't know, but let's see.
So, first of all, Winterburn did that thing where she stepped.
Oh,
no, it was like a push-off, essentially.
Yes, that's a foul. That's a foul. Yep. And she makes her free throw, and now it's just a 4-point lead for Goffstown. Key to Goffstown's success is they got to do well and not turn the ball over.
Winterburn,
I like it, though. I like it.
But they're going to call foul on...
Yeah. That's a good drive.
Yeah.
We also can't underscore the challenge of playing basketball with a mask. You know?
No,
So both
no.
of these teams are in this. I mean, listen, it's an even assignment because
Yeah.
both teams have to wear the masks. But
Especially
it's-
when you've got players like Winterburn and Tour who play 30 to 30 plus minutes
Yeah.
a game, you're gonna get winded.
and she makes both her free throws. And you know, for Winterburn, you know, so it's right now it's the Winterburn and Sasso show. They've probably scored, I'd say, 75% of the points
Yeah.
for Goffstown.
Yeah.
Oh, behind the back dribble.
Booth getting fancy with the
Well, Booth can handle the ball.
handling. Yeah.
Nice dribble.
Oh, but it won't
Yeah.
pay off.
And
They're
what do
gonna
they
call
got
it-
here?
They're gonna call it. Are they gonna call that a kicked ball?
No, I think they're gonna maybe a foot on the baseline or something. It's hard to tell. One of the challenges we have being in the studio is we can't see everything, the entire court.
Essentially a lob.
That was awesome.
Lob up to Tour,
was
and
awesome.
you can't stop that one.
Yeah, well, you can if you put a body on her.
And a body that's relatively the same size,
Yeah.
and those are few and far between. As Winterburn puts up a mid-range shot and sinks that one.
Yeah, Winterburn is having a very, very good night. Like I said, I just like when she's medium range jump shots.
And
Beautiful pass.
You gotta stop getting.
But
you gotta
Winter-
stop getting in front of
but-
Tour.
But what the problem is that Winterburn is leaving her person on a
Yep.
double team and
And hitting threes apparently,
Yeah.
Scott. But she sinks that one.
But that's where you got to. Defensively, though, I'd like to see her not commit on some of those.
yeah.
Not afraid to shoot, that's for sure. Let's see how she goes over, and then
Yep.
well, who was late on that?
Vaughn.
Vaughn, yeah. Where Goffstown is getting beat quite a bit is either Winterburn is doing the right thing, going over, you know, on that, you know, to defend, and then there's nobody. The person who's supposed to then backfill is late.
Yep.
Or it's Winterburn kind of committing too early.
Yep.
And I hate to say it, you're probably better off staying with Tor, don't you think?
Yeah,
Just stay with
probably.
Tor because I think the odds are that she's going to be more of a threat down low than somebody else,
Yeah.
you know, cutting through.
Scott, a whopping 20 fans in attendance.
You
tonight.
counted.
I counted.
Wow. You sure it's only 20? Where's Bernie? Is Bernie? Does he count?
I believe he was photoshopped in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, if you see there, the bottom support beam of the chair. Is in
Okay.
it. So I'm gonna guess he was photoshopped in.
All right.
You can also see Mr. Sasso along with
I
Mr.
did,
Foreman
okay.
as well. They were a part of the count. Taking
So-
this one up is Booth, and she's played a
She's
has
played a good game.
pretty good game.
Yeah, she has. Nice block
Very
by
good play by
Winterburn. See, that's
Winterburn.
what, yeah.
That's what you need
That's
her
what
to
you
do.
need. Yeah. Ooh, I don't like that.
Rogerio,
I don't like that. It was just wild.
they're gonna say
And-
foul though.
On who?
2. Body
So-
block.
That's Pinard?
I believe that they were talking about Lily Green,
Oh, okay.
who is now coming off. So
Okay.
probably.
Lily Green's 20, right? Okay. Goes 2-0. Okay.
Yep. So we've got a couple viewers in the audience, the virtual audience
The
that is,
virtual audience.
watching from other states. We've got Jan Foreman from New Jersey, so all across the map here tonight. If you want to one up Jan, YouTube or Facebook comments are open. That live chat feature. Tell us where you're watching from.
What I like about number 35 Tor is that she's a good passer.
Yeah.
You know? 22 seconds left in the third, and looks like Trinity. See that nice cut.
Wow. And Booth gonna get tripped up though.
That was but see, that's what I'm talking about. They move without the ball, and are always cutting. Whereas I think, see how they're always moving around.
Yeah.
And I think the problem that I've seen with Goffstown is that they don't. They just hang around the 3-point.
That one no
strike.
good from Booth.
So there's only 15.5 seconds left. So Goffstown has plenty of time before this third will end.
And that one goes in for Booth. So she gets 1 of 2.
Yep. So now 6-point lead with, like I said, 15 seconds left.
Peterson alone on the outside. She makes a hesitation, drives,
And she gets
tours
blocked.
it.
And
But
she
they're going to
gets
call that a foul.
fouled. I think did she get bailed on that? Let's see.
Yeah, look at the motion from Booth there on the tail end
So
of
it's
that
number
play.
3?
I believe that's who they're calling it on.
Devin Booth.
Peterson at the line, looking for her first point.
And she's just having a struggle.
Unfortunately, I don't believe it's 0-0. Our scoreboard. We're trying to figure out the problems that we're having.
With the
Get ready?
score bot, right?
And it's still at 0-0, so figure that one out here in a second.
So we have this new piece of equipment called a score bot, and it's supposed to sync up with the scoreboard in the gym. Again, so this is what we don't have.
Actually.
Something might be going on with the scoreboard.
Something might be going on with the scoreboard. They just stopped play.
Right, they just stopped the play.
And it looks like they're looking at.
They're looking at the scoreboard.
They're looking at the scoreboard. So we may not be having a panic back here in the studio just yet. And it's updating now on our side. So let's see. Let's watch Jana Como. See if she can scramble to figure this one out.
I think the problem is going to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was. So we'll tell Dave and Adam back in the studio to rejoice, as it was not our fault.
Our fault at GTV.
Yeah, I just heard a little cheer coming over from over there. Yeah.
I think it's kind of cool though that you could just use the camera to figure out what the problem is.
We can just spy on people, No, I'm just kidding.
So the key is we have to get another camera with a remote controller, and then we can switch so we can go on multiple angles here.
We're already putting enough stress on Dave Stephanie.
No, Dave. Listen, Dave can handle it. Another miss.
Another miss
God,
from
Peterson.
And Winterburn with the deflection, and are they going to say she got it out? No.
3 seconds. So you want to play up here, guys. What are you doing? What are you doing?
You let Booth take this
one.
What
are you doing?
Yeah, nope.
And that'll do it. You just don't want to give him a free 3 seconds to bring the ball up to half court.
Yeah, but the way that this Trinity team has been shooting from the outside, I wouldn't let them.
So it's a 6-point lead for Goffstown as we head into the 4th, and I think this is anybody's ball game. I think.
Yeah.
I think you said it best. I think it was just I think it was the second or third. Said this is who's hot and who's cold. Has this been a game of streaks, right? I mean, it depends who's on, and Goffstown has had, I think, 2 instances. I would call them 2 stretches where they looked great.
Yeah.
And then Trinity has had a couple themselves. They had one obviously in the first, and then they just had one, I'd say midway through the 3rd, where they went on that a 10-0 run.
Mm-hmm.
But really, this has just been what team is gonna catch on fire at what time. So my prediction is whatever team. Oh, we have another scoreboard issue. Whatever team is able to have that hot streak is going to win.
Yeah. And let's just hope it's Goffstown.
Yeah. So really, tonight has really been, Maggie Sasso has just lit it up, and so has Ava Winterburn. Other than that, I think Ruggerio's put in about 5 points, but it's you're going to have to get a little bit more production from Noelle Simmons, Emily Peterson too. I mean, she's put up probably at least 6 to 7 shots. Nothing's gone in, and she's missed 2 free throws. So that's someone who is going to start to make shots.
Yeah.
There's no doubt in my mind. I've seen her play. She will make shots. So.
And she's not one to get too upset with herself.
Right. She's very
content.
even-keeled.
Yep.
Exactly. Good. She's a good player. And last year, a good example. She nailed a lot of threes.
Maggie Sasso with 3 of her
And that's
own.
going to be off. That's not going to count. That should not count.
Oh.
It's off the top of the back.
No. So the top of the backboard is free game.
No, it isn't.
But it hit the strap.
No, it didn't. Hit the top of the backboard,
No, it
which
hit
is
the
not
strap.
free game. The sides are free game. Top is out of that. See what Trinity can do here. And got it. A new player at Trinity.
That's number 2. That's Abby Blomquist.
See here, they're not moving now.
Yeah. Driving. Outside from Trinity, no good.
Like you said, you probably want to give him the outside shot.
Yeah.
Nice
Great pass.
Beautiful.
And Winterburn finishes it off. What a play by Goffstown.
Sweet play, right, Broden?
Yeah, that was textbook fundamentals.
Yeah.
Great transition play there from the Grizzlies.
And a cheapie on Simmons.
Simmons. She's nearing foul trouble.
She's got 3, maybe 4.
Yeah.
Nice.
Wow.
That's a beautiful layup.
Wow. It's a beautiful pass too.
With somebody right on you.
Oh, and same problems that we saw.
Yeah. So what do you think of that court, right?
Yeah. It's
So
nice.
the
We were
court
talking
looks
about
beautiful. The
Yeah.
lighting looks good. And it's this is one of the first times where we experimented last year, right? Broden with the scaffolding.
The scaffolding. Yep.
Yeah.
We were up high on the opposite
Yeah.
side of the court from what we normally would be in the bleachers, but now we just got a little pan tilt zoom robotic camera down there. Are they going to count that one?
Travel, I think.
No. Travel.
Yeah.
Shame to see as that was good there by Ava
So
Winterburn.
it's an 8-point lead for Goffstown with 6.5 to play in the game. And I want to see Goffstown play aggressive on the ball.
And that's what Peterson does is she forces a steal there and corrals it. Down court, Simmons can't get it, but Winterburn puts up a shot of her
Nice
own and
foul.
she draws a foul.
Not only did Peterson do a great job on the steal, but she had a beautiful pass there. I don't know if we could show that, but probably a little bit late. But then on the line will be Winterburn. He makes her first. Nice job by Peterson. You know what? One thing I like about Peterson is what? She's not having a great night on shooting, but she plays great defense and she hustles, and that's the key. That's why she's still in the court.
Yeah. She's a role player.
Yeah.
I said that earlier. She
Yeah.
knows what she's out there for, and she does a good job of it.
And Winterburn makes both of hers,
And she picks
steals
it off.
It gets blocked.
But gets blocked.
She's so good.
So Tour, great play there, making up the mistake.
Tor gave the stiff arm to Simmons.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
Yeah.
It was. I'm trying to think of. I know we're digressing with football, but I'm trying to think who it was. It was the guy. It was this crazy stiff arm from a running back in the NFL.
Derrick Henry.
Derrick Henry, right?
On
the
Josh
on
Norman.
Buffalo guy,
On
right?
Josh Norman. Great pass and
man.
can't finish that one.
And a foul.
So it looks like Aunt Gloria is watching Emily from Ellsworth, Maine. So up there in Maine.
So we got 5 minutes and 49 seconds. Ooh.
Oh, and you're gonna let Tour essentially walk to the basket, but
No,
she
good
passes
defense.
it off.
Guess who?
Peterson. So she may not be in that points column, but she's making her presence felt just about everywhere else.
Exactly. So, and I think that's the key, to Emily. She doesn't give up.
Sasso on the outside, looking to make plays, and guess who sets a screen? Peterson, and
guess
then
who gets
she
the
grabs the
rebound?
rebound, off to Sasso. Euro step. What a play by Maggie Sasso.
Holy cow!
Wow.
That was crazy.
That was incredible. Getting around Tour, who's a huge body down low, and I don't know if they're
Whatever. Replay.
Watch
Look
this
at
one,
this.
folks.
Whoa! Euro step.
Wow. What a play by Maggie Sasso.
That was crazy. Sorry to get
Wow.
that excited, but that
was a
awesome.
great play.
Yeah. Tor's trying to post up on Ava Winterburn.
Winterburn not having it, though.
Yeah. Well, also, she can't have a 3-second violation,
Yeah.
Now, she has different color sneakers. Do you notice that?
Yeah, those are, I believe, I have a little bit of knowledge of this.
You do?
one.
Okay.
Those are some LeBron shoes. Those
Okay.
are the LeBron Equality.
Okay.
So they're one's black, one's white, and they
Alright.
both have
Glad-
the
see,
words
that's
Equality
why-
written in gold on the back.
That's why you are here, okay? Because you bring that knowledge.
Yep.
Okay.
I actually just read an article about them the other day, about LeBron talking about his shoes.
That was Booth hitting the first of her 2 free throws, and Peterson comes out and, clap for Peterson, who has played tremendous defense. And I don't want her off the court, to be honest with you.
For too long, at least.
Right. And that second one goes. So it's a 10-point lead for Goffstown with under 5 minutes to play in the game.
Outside for Hunt, no good on that one, and Tour gets the easy rebound over Simmons. Again, like a
But
height
here's
differential of like
here's
10 inches.
My little beef, okay? You're up by 10 points. Do you want to go and put up a shot with only like 6 seconds of possession from somebody who hasn't really been, in the game a whole lot? I don't know. Do you?
If it's wide open.
But I don't know.
Picked off there by Simmons. And she should look at Sasso, but she'll take it to the rack herself, and she draws a foul.
Don't get me wrong. I don't think you want to play prevent, or slow
Super
it down.
conservative.
I
You
think,
just want to.
that hurts in the long run. So I'm not saying that, but I do think that you want to have a good shot, And if that means that it takes 20 seconds to get it, then that's what you do. Sometimes it takes 2 seconds.
That was a beautiful arc on the shot there from Simmons.
So now Goffstown extends their lead to 11 with around 4.5 to play. And
that one doesn't go, but Winterburn, offensive rebound.
Went the wrong way.
Fade away, no good.
Misses it. She went the wrong way. She went the other way.
Yeah.
It's wide open. But it's hard to tell when you're in that position. Your back is to the defender.
And when you've got somebody like Tour on you, it's kind of hard to figure that one out. And that's what Tour does, is she grabs like 2 rebounds.
Winterburn. You see how she hung in there on the defensive rebound?
And she'll take the 3, wide open. No good, though, off the front
I
iron.
don't think you needed that. That wasn't a great shot either.
Winterburn hustling back, looking to make a defensive play.
And she fouls.
They're going to call the foul, though.
And Winterburn, I think that's only her second. But this is where Goffstown needs to be a little bit careful, because you've seen Trinity go on a 10-0 run.
Yep. You want to stay out of foul trouble here, because these Trinity players.
I just want. I want to see Peterson back in the game, because I think she brings a level of defensive tenacity, which is helpful. But now you're taking out your best player with 4 minutes.
You're giving her a breather, first of all, and
well,
Peterson will come back in.
Okay.
She'll try and fill that defensive hole that'll come out for Winterburn.
I would agree, but if I'm given. I would, if need be.
Scott.
I would even call a timeout if they go on a little run.
Just pause here.
Yeah.
Look at the scoreboard for a second.
Yeah, I know.
Peterson's going to take this one up, but they're going to call a foul.
On. What's going on?
I don't know if anyone knows.
Well, it looks like it's going to be
Trinity.
a timeout.
Oh. Okay.
Timeout.
Timeout rather than a foul. I was incorrect.
So you counted 20 people.
Yeah, I think I actually counted wrong, because there's 2 or 3 more fans down on the left side there.
Can Dave zoom into the crowd?
He can, but I don't know.
Dave, can you zoom in on the crowd so we can? How much can we zoom in with this camera? I'm just curious.
I think we can go all the way across the court, at least.
Wow. This is pretty cool.
So there is the back wall
Yeah.
of the gymnasium. We can get pretty far out there.
Wow.
So that's where we'd normally be sitting, all the way back
Correct.
there. If we didn't have the scaffolding up, that is.
Yeah. I'm digging that. That's good.
Yeah, but I mean, right now, in the framing that we have, you can see the entire court. There's no reason to zoom.
Yeah. It's pretty.
Right through the hands of Hunt.
Don't worry, Scott. Don't worry. I live to worry.
Well, let's see what Goffstown can do on defense here, as Ginta threads the needle down low to who other than Tour.
Well, that's one of the nice things. It's that Ginta to Tour, they've been very successful at that.
Noelle Simmons at the top of the key. Hands are right
they're
back
starting
to
to press a little bit more. Like
Maggie
they're playing
Sasso.
up on the ball.
Yeah, they're trying to stay away from that conservative zone type thing.
And that's a foul on Booth, number 3. Or no, is it called timeout?
Timeout.
Timeout. Okay.
See, we can't hear, we can't see what's going down
We can't
on
hear
the
the
court.
whistles.
Yeah.
Well,
You could. You have the headset.
Yeah, but I took it off my ears because it was
The
kind of
echo?
like, it was reverberating.
Yep, the echo.
What are they raising their hands for? Who would like Pizza Market after the game? Okay. Raise your hand. Actually, I can't say Pizza Market, right?
No, you.
Technically, or
No.
I just can't say buy pizza at Pizza Market or Mixers or
Yeah.
these places. I always forget like the cable access thing, like what you can say,
I really
what you
don't
can't
think.
say.
I really don't think the cable access police are watching
Yeah.
this one though. So
So is it true that your dad goes to Ace Hardware every day to get free popcorn? Or is that not true?
it's like an every other day.
Every
thing.
other day?
Yeah.
All right. I was curious.
And then like an almond croissant from Apotheca.
Okay. So we got an 8-point lead for Goffstown.
He doesn't even like almonds. I don't
He
know why I
doesn't?
said that.
Almond croissant. Do they even have almond croissants?
Yeah, they do. I think it's almond and chocolate,
Almond and chocolate.
which is weird because when I think croissant, I don't think
don't-
sweet flavors. I think
Oh, you're
it's
you're
like
thinking
the,
more
like
savory.
buttery
Savory.
croissant.
Yeah. All right, inbounds with a little over 3 to play in the game. Goffstown with an 8-point lead.
Oh, he corrected me. It's a scone.
Crossover.
Noelle Simmons' shot won't go, but
And it's
she's
a jump ball. This will be fun. It's a be Goffstown's ball.
yeah. They won't call
That's
it.
right,
They won't
yeah.
call a jump ball because they actually have the possession
Yeah.
too as well. But
So Goffstown with the possession arrow. And
Sasso on the outside
Sasso
saw
hasn't-
her.
Sasso's been quiet lately.
Ruggiero.
Oh.
Oh, she checked where her feet
Take
were
her out.
too.
Take her out. You
Scott.
can't do that. Double it, kid.
She's just a sophomore as well.
No, listen. They're all
Underclassmen.
playing hard. My goodness. And it's, I got to give these athletes so much credit. I mean,
Yeah, Scott.
such a
After
trying
I want
time.
you
Oh my
to
God.
run. I want you to run
I can't
12
even.
laps
I
of the
can't
court.
even run 12 laps in my bathroom, much less on this court. Okay. No. Listen. Look, these gals are playing unbelievable tonight. It's hard. So now in comes Winterburn. So she got a little bit of a breather. And that first free throw was good. So they can cut this to a 6-point lead. So this is, I'm telling you, this is
Yeah.
still anybody's game. I think the key is, for Goffstown, you got to have to get this ball in the bucket at least a couple more times.
I think that's the key to about any basketball game.
Well, and not turn the ball over. I mean, so far they
That
got
is also
Trinity
a
with
good
the
key as
Trinity
well.
with the press.
Sasso breaking it though, and she makes a great move. Oh,
And-
that one doesn't go. Peterson
And now what?
forces the ball to stay.
Got lucky on that. Goffstown's ball.
Yeah, Peterson. The effort from Peterson.
There you go. Sasso's got a crazy.
Peterson juggles it around. Ruggiero on the outside.
Okay, just be patient. Be patient. Good shots.
Sasso, pass off to Winterburn. Hesitation, back to Peterson. And Simmons on the
No.
outside. Nope.
No, I was wild. I think when you're in these latter parts of the game, I think you want to keep the ball in the scorer's hands as best you
Yeah.
can.
That's kicked ball. And it'll go back to Goffstown.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so I want to see the ball in Sasso, Winterburn's
Yep.
hands.
Just sure points.
Yeah. Ruggiero's getting some good playing time though,
Yeah.
right? And she.
You got to put a
see
little bit of
here.
trust in your underclassmen as well.
Oh yeah, and not to mention she's only a sophomore here.
Yeah.
So
Well, that's yeah.
nice pass.
Sasso back out to Peterson.
They seem
Peterson and
content.
Simmons.
I don't like that shot
No.
at all.
And that's going to be Goffstown ball. Simmons puts up a quick one, but she doesn't bring that one down.
This is gonna be an easy layup.
No, Winterburn's there, and she just
Went right around her.
went right
So
around
now it's
her.
a 4-point game. So again,
That one's
now
up
it's-
down the
yeah,
court.
so-
Oh. It's getting sloppy here on offense for Goffstown, and they called a
2-point game.
foul.
and a 2-point with So this is exactly what I was talking about. That's why I worry. And
Yeah. Yep.
Winterburn. Mm-hmm. So we talked about before who's hot, who's not, right? So now Trinity is within one free throw of making this of a 1-point game.
Yeah.
And Goffstown hasn't scored in the last 3 minutes.
Yinton sinks this one, and it's a 1-point game. All of a sudden.
So Strong is in the game, and now they're pressing.
Peterson Out to Ruggiero.
And she just handed it to her.
Essentially. Booth, that should be.
No, she just dribbled it off her foot. That's
Yeah,
okay. That's okay.
Looks like there was a little bit of emotion there.
And it's a turnover.
It's a turnover.
Oh boy.
So let's see if Goffstown can get this hot streak going as Trinity starts what could be a cold streak.
This is the way it's been, unfortunately. It's just been who's hot and who's not. And Goffstown hasn't scored in almost 4 minutes.
See what Simmons can do. She's driving.
Yeah, but she can't
Out
drive.
to Peterson, who makes her first
There
shot
you
of the
go.
game.
When it really, really matters, Peterson hits a 3.
Are we going to call her Cardiac Emily?
Oh
as
my
she
goodness.
starts to pull through towards the end of this game and possibly seal a deal for Goffstown. And that,
beautiful.
No bank, no rim, just net.
Wow.
Swish.
I don't know how, honestly, like Coach Largy, people who coach sports, I don't know how they do it because it's like, I get like.
So they tell their players what to do, and the players do it.
No, oh, relax, bro. What I'm talking about, like, I would need like, my stomach churns just calling these games. You know? Do you or no? Doesn't matter to you?
No, but yeah, I get.
You want to win,
I get into
obviously,
it
right?
yeah.
I get into it, but I'm just like, oh.
Yeah, we both have connections to this school. You work for the school district. I'm a Goffstown senior, so.
So now it's all about good defense. They're up by 4 points, so it's a 2-possession game. If you're the Grizzlies, just be cognizant of that. So you don't want to give them any easy type buckets. And where is
Winterburn?
Winterburn.
Simmons gonna try and hurt.
No, bring it back. Bring it back. You don't
Gives
need
it out
it.
to
You don't
Peterson.
need to.
Yep.
You don't need to.
They
Let them foul you.
Just hold on to this one.
There
Exactly.
you go. Okay. Smart ball.
I don't mind. I don't mind that one going into the hands of Sim.
Where?
They're gonna say Peterson was the one who got
Yeah.
fouled.
Where is Winterburn?
I believe she's.
I
on the bench.
don't think she fouled out. I don't think she had that many fouls. She only had 1 at the half. And that was
one goes
a nice
for
make.
Peterson.
Yeah.
So that's 4 on the game, all coming within the past like 30 seconds.
She's making up for it here.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Bang.
And boom.
Bang.
She's like, Scott Gross, don't pick on me.
Exactly.
I didn't really pick on her, but she just had a rough go of it.
At least in the points column.
Yeah,
I don't know how that
Let's
one wasn't
get,
called a travel.
It is good, man. That's a 2-pointer. Again, just let them foul you here. Just get it over the line.
Give it to your best shooter, someone who's going to hit those free throws, and finally gets
Sasso
fouled.
gets fouled.
That was probably not the smartest move for Trinity there, as it took them, I think, like 15 seconds to foul.
Yeah, it was weird because why wouldn't you foul immediately? You know.
Yeah.
I've lost track of the team fouls for Trinity, so I think we're still in the 1-1.
And that one goes. So it doesn't matter if we're in the 1-1 or not.
So 5-point lead for Goffstown. As you can see, 24 seconds left. You want to press not press a little bit. Don't make it easy for them to bring the ball up.
And yeah, that second free throw makes it
mid-court type press.
at least 2 3-pointers away.
You want them to extinguish some time off the clock here.
And that's going to Goffstown.
So it must have hit off the baseline on that?
I think so.
Yeah, so now it's a little bit more of a breather. So here we go,
Oh.
right?
No.
What? It's a foul.
Foul.
It's a foul, which will now put him on the line. So
This
cardiac-wise,
Yep.
I mean, Trinity came within 1.
Mm-hmm. And then Emily Peterson.
So it makes you wonder. You know, I think Trinity could have easily won this game.
Yeah.
But they just couldn't sustain some of their.
Ruggiero thinks
hot
that one.
streaks.
And this second shot from Ruggiero here essentially wins the game, I think.
Right, because
for Goffstown.
Yeah, well, it'll be
At least a 3-possession game. And it's
and
hard to do that.
rebound by
especially
Strong, but it'll be
jump
possession,
ball, that's going back to Trinity.
But good job by Strong to get in there in the first place. So Largy wants his players just to
stand their ground.
right.
Sit there. Don't foul. Don't put them on the line.
Yep, no
especially
threes.
on a 3-point shot.
She almost fouled her on that.
Yeah.
And that'll do it.
Ruggiero.
They're not going to foul anymore. They do.
They do.
Oy. Okay.
Well, it's like, all right, how much do you want to win by at this point?
I'm curious, like, I wish I had my score sheet with me
Yeah.
because I didn't bring one. I just don't know if Winterburn fouled out because it just seemed weird. I know she had 2 or 3 fouls in the.
I mean,
it's possible that she did.
You've got a shorter game, and you've got her playing.
No, she
almost,
must have. She
almost every minute of it.
She must have fouled out, I think.
She probably could just be tired.
My bad. I should feel bad. I should have brought my.
Sasso hits the second one, 1-2, and it looks like, unless a miracle gets put
No,
up here
it's
by
done.
Trinity,
Yeah.
8-point win for Goffstown, and that one goes off the
And that'll
backboard.
do
So
it.
Goffstown comes out with their second victory over Trinity this season, and that will put them to 2-1, I believe, on the season as Goffstown comes away, 59-51, 8-point win over Trinity. My name is Rod McCune, signing off.
And my last word is Maggie Sasso and Winterburn, players of the game. And
Yeah.
my third one, Emily Peterson.
Emily
I think
Peterson,
the defense.
cardiac Emily.
Yeah, I think and then she nailed that 3 at the end and played great defense towards and throughout the whole game. So signing off, I guess, right?
Yeah, that's all for the broadcast, folks. Don't forget to stay hydrated.